On 5 News, another lockdown bites. Rishi Sunak outlined more money for some, but not all businesses to help keep them afloat. Hello and welcome to 5 News. I'm Dani Sinha. Stay at home. That is the instruction once again for tens of millions of people, with a new lockdown placing new restrictions on their daily lives. The COVID variant is now spreading at an alarming rate, and it's in danger of overwhelming the NHS. Today, one major hospital had to declare a critical incident. But today, the Chancellor insisted the Prime Minister has acted decisively. Here's a reminder then of some of the key rules in England and Scotland. Look at what it all means for parents, businesses and you. First, though, our political editor Andy Bell reports on the Prime Minister's latest bombshell. So many of you might be wondering why we're having to go through another national lockdown, almost a year into the pandemic. Well, here are today's latest COVID figures. Cases has reached another record high, and if you work in a hospital, you'll know the consequences of that. Today, Lincoln County Hospital declared a critical incident because of soaring admissions. Our chief correspondent Tessa Chapman has been looking at more of the key numbers. Well, right up until Sunday, the Prime Minister was saying it's safe to reopen schools. Teachers made plans, so did parents, and millions of primary pupils in England went back. It lasted one day. Now children will be getting hastily arranged online lessons and homeschooling, and there is widespread exasperation. Ministers say it was a last resort. Simon Vigar reports. Well, for millions of businesses, such as shops, pubs and gyms, the latest lockdown is another huge blow. The Chancellor tried to soften it today, announcing a new £4.6 billion fund for the retail, hospitality and leisure industry. It means each business can claim a one-off grant of up to £9,000 per property. But is it enough to keep them afloat? Peter Lane went to York to find out. Coming up on 5 News, how... Hello and welcome back. As we heard earlier, the PM is giving a briefing in Downing Street right now. Let's go back to our political editor, Andy Bell, in Westminster. So, Andy, here we go again. A difficult decision for any Prime Minister, but a sense that he didn't really have any choice. Thank you. Well, all 4 nations of the UK are now under some form of national lockdown. In a moment, we'll speak to Layla Hayes, who's in Cardiff. First, though, to Julian Drucker, who's in Edinburgh for us. And Julian, Nicola Sturgeon giving an update on Scotland's vaccination programme earlier. I mean, what did she have to say? Julian, this is a huge year for Scotland, particularly May. In Wales, people have been in lockdown for over a fortnight. Ministers are due to review the measures later this week. Well, Layla Hayes is in Cardiff for us. And Layla, what's the mood like where you are? Well, we've heard how many businesses are facing a torrid time at the moment, but many others are adapting to survive. Many have been able to move their stores online, so whilst they can't welcome customers through their doors, they've got orders flooding in from right around the world. Here's Nick Wallace. Well, that's all we got time for. Just to say, Claudia Liza will be back at 6:30 with the latest from the Prime Minister's press conference. Claire Lazier has the weather next. I'll see you again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.